like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appeared.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. What's passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Seahawks and the Raiders.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 4 catches, 111 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered. A lot. Week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited.
Settled for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections, and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's going to field this at the 4. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's Walker to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Seahawks at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
Oh, he sheds himself free. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. Now back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In today's NFL, we talked about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will out of a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know what everyone was thinking? Throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw Wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. There's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Back to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it with the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Mac Jones, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Amari Cooper, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Back to throw now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one in. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard and things get able to find Waller. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 15. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, as mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And with trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line miles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training.
Breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Same target. It's Gibbs again.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of him.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And Walker once more.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a